Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and no, your eyes are not deceiving you. Welcome back to World of Warcraft Legion. It has been a long time, hasn't it, guys? Many moons. But we are back for a little bit. Warcraft is offering a free weekend here in June, and I figured since it's also time for the Midsummer Fire Festival, that we would log back in and... That is a floating seagull. You are probably a very rare creature. There we go. But I figured we could go ahead and take care of the only major holiday achievement that I do not have in terms of titles, and that is the Flamekeeper. So we need to finish Desecration of the Alliance and King of the Fire Festival. Now, in terms of things changing since the last episode many months ago, not really anything has changed, guys. It's pretty much just been the status quo. And I think this may be one of the reasons that Blizzard is offering the free weekend, because it's like, hey guys, come back. But apparently the pre-patch stuff for Battle for Azeroth is going to be dropping sometime in mid to late July. And I've avoided all the spoilers, everything, because I want to be completely surprised by the content, because I've been playing for so long. And yeah, I figured we can go ahead and just get this title and kind of settle out accounts here on Legion with Swindlegear and Smee. So the first thing we need to do is we go ahead and look at the achievements. Well, in terms of Desecration of the Alliance, we have finished Eastern Kingdoms and Outland. I think I did that on other characters. We need to extinguish Kalimdor, extinguish Northrend, and extinguish the Cataclysm. So as far as the Cataclysm goes, we just need Twilight Highlands and Uldum. So Uldum's here on Kalimdor. We can go ahead and knock that out. Here's the list for Kalimdor. So plenty of chances for PvP if we're not careful. Northrend, that's pretty much we need to go to every zone. And then we also have, here's the fun part, King of the Fire Festival, which is going to require us to steal the flames from the enemy's capital cities. So, no pressure there. But I figured since we are here in Teneris, we will... Here's the Alliance bonfire. Oh, we have to wait for someone to set it off, don't we? Desecrate the Alliance's bonfire. Does that actually count? Because back in the day, you had to wait for it to be on fire before you could desecrate it. Let's see. I'll have to... Outstanding. Good. We don't have to wait. Well, we've got quite a shopping list ahead of us, guys. Let's go ahead and get on the depleted rocket. And off we go to Uldum to get Cataclysm out of the way. And I will see you guys there. And here we are in Uldum. A lot of people hate this zone. I love it. So, let's get all stealth. Just in case there are enemy players about. I want to make sure that we don't get in any unnecessary scraps. Bum bum! Oh, it's been a long time since I've heard that sound. So let's go ahead and take a look at our plan of attack here. Oh, I forgot there's the sword. There in the distance. So, we need to... Oh, we need to go to... We have to go to Silithus too. Which means we're actually going to have to take a trip to the Silithus that was. And then Ungoro Crater. So let's go to Ungoro Crater first. Deal with the dinosaurs. Jurassic World is out in theaters right now. And get that out of the way. And then we'll see how we're going to deal with that sword. There we go. It is right outside of Marshall's stand. And that's actually our fire. Where is the Alliance's? Is it over here? Yes, indeed. I wonder how many people are on today since it's free. I haven't seen like one player, and I logged in Ogrimmar. So I don't know if the free weekend is actually helping out or not, but it is very interesting. Hopefully we'll find someone when we actually head into the Alliance capitals. We'll be bound to find some life there. Alliance life, which is unfortunate, but still, life nonetheless. So we'll just fly over here. We won't pause the recording or anything, because I want to see what we're going to need to do to get the fires here. I would assume that the fire would be in the base that was here in the middle, the Cenarian base. Maybe. I don't think they would put... I don't think Fire Festival people would set up tents here in this area of Silithus now. That's Argaris' sword is now plunged deep, deep into the earth. The wound. Well, see, we actually haven't done this before. Looks like we have a Tauren tent and one of the Night Elf arches. Keepers of Time. Zidormi.
Greetings.
Silithus has ever been a magnet for ancient, malevolent powers. I could open a timeway to reveal how the Black Empire once sprawled across these sands, or show you wars waged between mighty armies. So much history, so much pain. But that can wait. I believe you are here for another purpose. Yeah, can you show me what Silithus was like before the wound?
Farewell.
Literally, sometime later. When you wish to return to Silithus as it appears in the present, you have but to ask. Hey, and we're back. I assume this is what we need to do, guys? Maybe. Had to do some special, because the camps used to be like right... Yep, there it is. That's kind of weird. It's the only way you can honor the fire. Which means everyone else would have to do the exact same thing. If this were a pure PvP server, what I would do is I would just hang out next to that NPC. Because if people need the achievement, then you could just sit there, wait for them to talk to her, and then shank them. Because I don't think they could jump in when you're in the middle of live combat. If I was a sneaky rogue, that's what I would do. Go after the achievement hunters. We used to do that back in the day when this fire festival was serious business. We would just hang out at certain fires and make sure that they never got doused.
You need something? Be careful.
Or if they did get doused, we made sure that they spilled equal amounts of blood for the water. That's probably more accurate. Okay, so Silithus is done. Is there one in Fairless? I would assume so. I would bet that there is... Yep. We're just going to go along a grid here. Just all the way up. And then we'll hit the Exodar. And then Teldrassil. Because we're not going to get a chance to put out some fires in Teldrassil. Apparently we're going to be setting the fires here before too much longer. So I'll see you guys at the next stop. Sorry, I just wanted to point this out. I flew over this guy. Twilight Skymaster Richthofen. That's cool. Though I have to... it's a good Red Baron reference, only he's not really wearing any red on him. Except, well, maybe his armor. His armor's a little bit red, but still. It was a prime opportunity to give that wyvern some red armor. Okay. So, we're here at Stone Talon Mountains, which are now lakes, and I am not exactly sure where the Fire Festival guys would be over here, because everything's nice and submerged, and there's really no town to speak of. Maybe it's over here? Most of them are pretty self-explanatory, and I don't think there's an NPC here that we could talk to go back to the way things were. Can't go back to old Stone Talon. Or, excuse me, Thousand Needles. We're not in Stone Talon. Do we have to even come here? to Thousand Needles? Whoops. I always get Stone Talon and Thousand Needles mixed up. Okay, never mind. We saw the Red Baron, though, so that counts for something. So here we are in Feralus, which has never been one of my favorite zones, probably because I had to deal with Highmaul so many times. There was a time where I would farm Highmaul for all kinds of different loot, and for an Ogre Tannin for a costume. And I just have a lot of bad memories about this place, because I would do it solo, back when you were a low level and actually had a chance of dying here. But I believe the fire is away from here, from Feathermoon Stronghold. Which is pretty as far as as far as Night Elf bases go. And here we are. Bum 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 bum. And this is right in the middle. Good lord, that's a lot of soldiers. Wait, can I kill them? Oh yeah. I'm not. Yo, how you doing, guys? Come on, come on, come on, come on. I am a one goblin army. You don't believe me? Well, you're about to. Oh, that was satisfying. And you know what? You too. Poof! That was worth the price of coming back alone. I didn't know that we could take out an entire Night Elf army here. Oh, that gave me goosebumps. That was so satisfying. Okay, so that's Feralus dealt with. Now let's head up to Desolace. We'll go from green to not green. Now, here we are in Desolace, which was one of the few places that actually looked better. After Cataclysm happened. This used to be, like, it earned its name, Desolace. It was just this blank wasteland as far as the eye can see. Kind of would remind me of what I would imagine Mordor would be, just with no lava. And I actually have no idea. I knew there used to be a Shadowprey Village. Where is the Alliance base here? I think it may be up here at Nigel's Point. Like, there's so much more green here than there was. That's good. Need to keep an eye out for a tent. I see Night Elf buildings. That's a good sign. Oh, there's the tent. Yes, all according to plan. More fires desecrated. Now where do we go? We pass by Mulgore and then head into the Southern Barrens and then Dustwallow Marsh. Cool deal. See you guys there. So we've arrived here in the Southern Barrens. Another area that I really haven't spent a whole lot of time in. And basically the Southern Barrens is split kind of like red versus blue. We've got all the Horde bases along this part of the canyon, and then we've got all the Alliance bases along here. So I guess we'll go ahead and, as I run right into a very spiky vine, we'll try forward command, and then if that doesn't work, we'll go to Fort Triumph. I guess this is the forward command in question. I see no tents, so Fort Triumph is probably right where we need to go, because the Desolation Hold, that's our main base here in the Southern Barrens. I think I may have done quests on my Pandaren monk here, but I don't remember any of them. Which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. Now, you guys may be asking, well, what's going to happen with the series after this episode? Well, I'll go ahead and tell you, because I know that since they're going to be releasing... There's the tent. Since they're going to be releasing the pre-patch content for Battle for Azeroth here relatively soon, once the storyline stuff starts kicking in, we will go back to episodes. It'll probably be like weekly or so, but the Battle for Azeroth series isn't going to start until Battle for Azeroth is actually out. This is still technically Legion, So we're going to go ahead and continue Swindlegear's adventure here until such time. So I hope you guys like that kind of arrangement, because I definitely want to see this series through, since we have done it for so long. Now that that's done, Dustwallow Marsh, and I think that, well, we got Brackenwall Village, Lost Point. I don't know if the Alliance have a dedicated base here or not. This is where Onyxia's lair is. I bet it's probably Lost Point. Let's keep our eyes peeled for the tent, because it might be, the Quagmire. Giggity. Might be hidden here amongst all the tanks and trees and nonsense. Direhorn Post, Stonemaul Ruins. Oh, of course, it would be at Theramore Isle. Sorry, I'm a derp. It kind of shows you how much I've been playing Horde and just have really ignored Alliance characters on World of Warcraft, because I'm like, oh yeah, they don't have a base here, ignoring Giant Isle, where Jaina and friends would hang out. I will say, though, I had been tempted. I have been very tempted to play an Alliance because of the pirate, the Kiltiris or Kiltoris people, whatever. Wow, that sounded kind of provocative. But I have considered it. But I was like, why play a pirate people when I have a perfectly good goblin right here who's a better pirate than all of them? Yeah. As you can see, I have not done the quest to blow this place up. Where would the fire be? I figured this would probably be one of the harder areas to get. Well, let me search around here and see what I can find. There we go. It was a little bit hidden here in the trees, just like we thought it would be. We're getting a lot of burning blossoms. I forgot what exactly that gets us. I think maybe we can get a suit of clothes, maybe a mini pet. I'm not sure, but with all the ones that we're having to knock out, something to consider. Now, we need Blood Mist Isle, Azure Mist Isle. Those are both, those are the zones for the Jernai. Stone Talon Mountains, Teldrassil, Winter Spring. We are just knocking them out. So next up would be the Stone Talon Mountains. I'm going to take a stop in Durotar, though, to see if we can get the quest to actually take out the Alliance guys, or the Alliance cities, because I don't think I have that daily. And then we will see you guys in Stone Talon Mountains. See you there. Alright, so I found out that one of the things, we actually just get the quest by putting out the fires in the capital cities. I remember that very vividly now, because you would have to grab the quest and you'd be like, oh crap and oh crap, and try to accept it quickly before you would get, like, slammed upon by enemy players. I don't think we're going to have that problem in this year, at least. But when I was in Orgrimmar, I did see a few people, so I guess that's good. But we are here in Stone Talon Mountains, which is one of my favorite places to level in Warcraft, because it has a continuous storyline. You start out as a grunt. Was it a Kromgar? Yeah, Kromgar grunt. You work your way up, and then at the end you get this really cool cinema scene where you think to yourself, man, Garrosh is going to be a good war chief after all. And that just lulls you into a false sense of security, apparently. But you guys have known, we've talked about Garrosh here on this series, and how kind of a waste of potential that character development was, because they needed a big baddie. But it's okay. Now, in terms of Alliance bases here, I assume it's Farwatcher's Glen, or maybe the Thaldara Grove, what didn't get nuked. That seems as good a place as any. Now, this is, I believe, here at Farwatcher, or not Farwatcher's Glen, the Charred Vale. This is where Deathwing burst out of the ground. Yeah, I think through that kind of big volcano-y looking thing. You know, this is a night elf base. Don't see anything that looks related to... Oh yeah, the base isn't nuked yet. It's probably here. I don't think there's any other Alliance bases here in this zone, that I'm aware of at least. Or maybe the Thaldara Overlook. That's probably it. This is more of a leveling zone. Let's see. Yep. I see one of their big lodge houses. That's usually a sign. Tents. Looking for tents. We do have to come here. We see decorations. Interesting. And invading tendrils. Which is a normal thing. That happens everywhere. Where are you hiding? Fire Festival tent. I'm actually here in the right zone. Thaldara Overlook, Ghostwalker Post. I know ours is outside of Kromkar Fortress. There's really no other place it could be. It'd have to be near Farwatcher's Glen then. Well, I guess I am on the hunt. Okay, found it. That was in a really weird location. It is here at this tiny little camp that isn't even marked with a name, just north of Sunrock Retreat. Merkfallen Lake. That is all kinds of peculiar. Okay. Well, it looks like we got a lot of NPCs just hanging out. Hello, friends. I'll desecrate this fire and be on my way. Now, next up is Ashenvale. Of course, I figured that's always been kind of a heavy alliance-based area. And we're getting up close to Cliffwalker Post, where Garrosh had his amazing moment of badassery. Just, man, so much potential for having a multifaceted character that wasn't like one way or the other, that was completely in shades of gray. An orc version of Sylvanas, essentially. Man, it's a shame. Now, in terms of bases here in Ashenvale, I would assume Astronar, because that's where it was in the old world, like pre-Cataclysm, if memory serves. But I think, because we have Hellscream's Watch right across the way, we took Silverwind Refuge, so we fly through the trees. Let's go ahead and see if things are relatively the same. Because if it is Astronar, then we can go ahead and then focus on Winterspring. Winterspring and Darkshore, and then we can head over to the islands. I think we'll be in good shape. After that, we'll head to Northrend and get that headache out of the way, because that's the only one that's really bugging me. And then all we need is Ironforge, Stormwind, and Twilight Highlands. And we can go ahead and call it a day here, guys. Pretty pleased about that. And then we'll get the What a Long, Strange Trip It's Been achievement. Well, actually, I think this is actually more for quests now. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of actual NPCs. Because I remember a Horde do, like, bombing runs along this area. Dang it. Maybe Rainwood Retreat? Orendil's Retreat? So many retreats. Well, let me see if I can find the right one. So we weren't looking for a retreat at all, we were actually looking for a song. The flame is here at Forest Song, which I didn't even know was an Alliance base. So let's head over here and try and find the camp. Wait, that's a Satyr camp. Forest Song, yeah, lots of Satyrs. Lots of Satyrs. Where is the camp at? I could have sworn that I saw it as I was passing by. Well, boo. Wait, it might be up here. Night Song. Well, negative. Okay, I may have been mistaken in that. The search continues. There we go. I knew it was close by. Okay, it was just hidden behind some pillars. You tricky, tricky pillars. Cool. Now, we only have 5 more here in Kalimdor. We've got Winterspring, Teldrassil, Darkshore, Bloodmist Isle, and Azurmist Isle. And since I'm here, we're going to go ahead and fly past Mount Hyjal and head to Winterspring. Then we'll hit Darkshore and Fellwood, and then we'll be in position to hit the islands. So, and that's where things get a little bit interesting. So I'll see you guys in Winterspring. Now we're here in the snowy hills of Winterspring. Fortunately, this is an easy one because this is Goblin territory. So the fire should be here on the outskirts of Everlook, just like it was at Gadgetzan. It's always a kind of a cool area. It's like Altric Valley, but not. And this is one of the few places where Horde can find snow without having to deal with dwarves. Okay, so I assume that's the Horde fire, so if we were the Alliance fire, where would we be? Aha! Right next to their Flightmaster. Bum 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 bum. Neat. Alright, so next up will be Fellwood. That's Cenarian controlled. There's a bunch of bases like Whisperwind Grove, Wildheart Point, and Emerald Sanctuary. Your guess is as good as mine. And then to Darkshore. So, see you guys in Fellwood. Okay, so I made a mistake, and there actually was not a fire to take out here in Fellwood. But it's a good thing that we flew here because the next one is in Darkshore. And I believe it would probably... It wouldn't be in the ruins of Aberdeen. It'd probably be here at Lordanel, which is kind of like their new base since Aberdeen got destroyed by Deathwing. So let's see if we can find it there, and then the only thing we need to do is head over to the Isles and deal with some Alliance starting zones and capital cities. Good times. Because I have absolutely no idea where Exodar's flame would be. They're going to be in enemy territory. There's the tent. Should be interesting. Alright, that's all the mainland of Kalimdor dealt with. And there's the tree. This is going to be one of the last times we're going to see it before it catches on fire. I'm really curious to see where that story's going to go. Like, what causes this horrendous thing to happen? I know we're getting blamed for it, but something tells me that it's a little bit more complicated than just Sylvanas and them wanting to do something terrible. At least I would hope so. Like someone's doing stuff behind the scenes. Now, if we need to get to the Exodar, it's going to be the one on the boat that hasn't arrived yet. And, man, this is going to be rough. Gotta look for the fires. Fortunately, we got our vanish. We're in good shape. What could go wrong? Please still be stealth. Thank you. I'm going to hope and pray that we have some fires relatively nearby that we don't have to deal with that much. Darnassus was always a horrible place to have to sneak around in because we'd have to go through that teleporter. There was a choke point, essentially, that was easy to defend for the Alliance as long as they were able to play around with that. So let me walk around here, try not to die, and I'll let you guys know if I find anything. And here we are, guys. Right here below the Warrior's Terrace. Because of course it is. This is the Flame of Darnassus with a pretty blue flame. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. Neat. Okay. Accept and stealth. Well, that's that dealt with. Where is... Teldrassil is still on our quest line, which means that Darnassus and Teldrassil are two very separate things. Where would it be, though? Well, wait a minute. There is a fire in, like, the starting zone in Kalimdor, or in Durotar. So I bet that it's probably here in the actual starting, like, land before you get to the capital. That would make sense. Just gonna have to go find it. Oracle Glade, probably outside of Dolinar. Can we fly here? Oh, yes we can. All is well. I guess we didn't even need to take the teleporter necessarily. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Keep a sharp eye, as Jack Sparrow would say. Always have to make things difficult. I'm dreading the Exodar. Absolutely dreading it. Yep, there it is. We have contact. Hello, friends. Bam. Now just Azure Mist and Blood Mist and the Exodar, guys. I'm going to go ahead and board a boat, and I'll see you guys there. And welcome to Azure Mist Island, guys. This is the Draenei starting zone. We've got the Exodar right here. We're going to save that for last. Well, here is the fire we need to put out. I don't even know the name of the village it's outside of. Which shows you how often I've been here. I think the first time I came here was to get a white corehound pet for my hunter. And that was ages ago. So Blood Mist is up here. I think there's some sort of pathway. That's kind of like the ghost lands of the Draenei. Because remember, all of these little instant zones that were part of Burning Crusade for the new characters, you had your capitals, your starting zone, your capital city, and then like the secondary zone, the Barrens, if you will. So I will head that direction, and we'll see where the flame is there. Now here we are on Blood Mist Isle. Definitely a less calm vibe than Azure Mist for obvious reasons. And here is the fire, and this will complete Kalimdor for us, guys. Let's get that sweet, sweet achievement. Woot. Okay, good stuff. Now all we need to do is go into my least favorite capital city in terms of PvP and see what we can do about extinguishing that fire. Then we have to head to Northrend, which is going to be a bit of a task, but, you know, it is what it is. We've got all the time in the world for it. So I will see you guys in the Exodar. And thus begins our infiltration of the mighty Exodar. I've got some guards here. Just going to take this nice and quietly because we have no idea where the fire is. I'm trying to remember, like, back in the day when I would... The thing about it is, the thing that bugs me is before the achievements became, like, commonplace server-wide, I actually did this. I did this quite a few times over the years. And I always forget where the torch is, and the fact that I have to do them all again makes me a sad panda. But it's okay. Just one of those things. You just have to bite the bullet on. And as long as we don't run into any stealth-breaking mobs, I think we'll be in good shape. Seed of the Naru. Like, if I was a... Let's go ahead and get to sapping. Sup? If I was a fire, where would I be? Probably not here. Maybe the Firelands, believe it or not. I guess we'll try the Crystal Hall first. I'm seeing Fire Festival paraphernalia. But there's blue fire everywhere. Like, where do we stop? Oh, I'm seeing a... Oh, wait a minute. I see a bunch of braziers and a ribbon pole. There it is. Holy crap. Outstanding. Yep. Sear the flame. Good. And poof. That's 2 down. 2 Alliance capitals to go. Not a soul. I had not seen an Alliance player since I've started playing. That is crazy. Alright. Let's find a nice shady spot where we can head to beautiful downtown Dalaran and take a portal to Northrend. So, actually, I'm going to go ahead and put on the right ring. No one attacked me, please. Appreciate it. Thank you. And there's a loading screen I haven't seen in a while. Mini moons. Actually, we'll see people in Dalaran. We'll see our first Alliance tunes in Dalaran, I would assume. Hopefully. So then we just need Twilight Highlands. We can take the portal in Ogrimmar and speed that process up, and then that's actually going to be a quick way to get to Ironforge and Stormwind. We can take the tram. This may be like an hour-long episode, maybe more. But it's okay. Just settling accounts. And besides, I owe you guys a long episode after such a prolonged absence. Yep, see, there's a human paladin. Ooh, and a Blingtron. Give me something good. What did I just say? Oh, that is what it is. See, Archmage, we have the dailies. It's just been the status quo for like 6 months. It's insane. Like, not even anything like flavor-wise to kind of keep us occupied other than the mini holidays, which I think we've already done on the series. Let me check the calendar. Yeah, we're smack dab in the middle of the Fire Festival. They've had the 1,000 Boat Bash. Just kind of the same old, same old. Shatrith, Wormrest. Yes, indeed. Hello there, Bolvar. And I believe the first flames are here at Wormrest Temple on each side. So at least we have that going for us. Yeah, I'm not even going to acknowledge you exist. I hate you. I don't want to deal with you. Goodbye. Stupid Chromie. Well, let's see. I could be right and say this is where the Fire Festival stuff is. Or am I living a horrible lie? Yep, I'm living a horrible lie. Okay, well, it's probably over here at Winterguard Keep, so I will head this way. And be... Well, actually, no. It's close. It's close enough. That's the main Alliance base here. And then we have Agmar's Hammer for the Horde. We wouldn't be here at Maki Harbor for the Tuskar. No, that'd be kind of cool. I love the Tuskar. There's the tent. See it sticking out of here like a sore thumb. Well, that's our first of the Northrend torches. I guess now we'll well, actually, let's see. Do we have to do one for every zone? Honor the flames. Oh, no, we don't want to honor the flames. Howling Fjord, Storm Peaks, Grizzly Hills, Crystal Song, Zoldrak, Sholazar, and Borean. Yowza. Well, at least we don't have Ice Ground to deal with. So I guess I will head over to Howling Fjord, guys, and we'll just make the rounds. So I'll see you guys there. So we're here in Howling Fjord, which has some of the best music in all of Warcraft, by the way. And we landed at New Agamond. We went up to Valgard, which I believe is their starting zone, and didn't find any fires. So I know there's an Alliance base up here, and I guess we're just going to make the rounds and try and figure it out. I think there might be one over on this coast as well. Actually, I'm almost positive of it. There's like a pirate base. Let's see. We've got here's the Tauren base. Oh, that's where our torch is. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and explore this. I think there's an Alliance base close by, if memory serves. Camp Winterhoof. I think it's this way. Yeah, Howling Fjord. The first time I played Wrath of the Lich King, I actually went to Borean Tundra, and unfortunately that was my mistake because I did not know that such amazing music was in this zone. I think it's right... Oh wait, it's right there. There's the base. Oh, there it is! Nice. I don't think I've ever ridden up here. It's a nice little Viking village with like longhouses and such. Huh. That's pretty cool. Burning Blossom. These are turning up in places that I am not expecting. And we're finding all these Alliance locations that I should have slaughtered years ago. Now, in terms of Grizzly Hills, if I were a betting man, I would say that our torch is at Conquest Hold, and the Alliances would be at Amberpine Lodge, because there's a PvP area here at this lumber mill. So let's just go ahead and fly there now. Also, funny story, go ahead and take a drinking game. Take a shot every time I said, "I'll see you there, guys." I've said that quite a few times already in this episode. I do apologize for that. Grizzly Hills is a nice zone too. Northrend was a great place to level. It's just when you do it like 12 times, it tends to almost anything, tends to get repetitive. So that's one of the reasons that it's so hard for me to level a character through Outland. Because the second I get there, I just like, how many characters have I put through these quests? You know what I mean? I just love that music. Oh, there we go. If I were a betting man. I don't think any of the guards here could even touch me if they wanted to. That's another one down. Now we head up to Zoldrak. And as you can see here, Swindle actually hasn't gone to Northrend, really. I think Swindle was one of the people that when Legion... Yeah, when Legion came out... Was it Legion or Warlords? I don't remember. I think it may have been Warlords, but when you get the free automatic level up, my rogue here was the one that I chose. So if you're kind of curious, like, why hasn't he explored all of this stuff yet? That is why. He took the dirty quick method. Imagine that. Good old Zuldrak Keep. Lots of horrible memories in there. Now, I have no idea where any Alliance bases are here in Zuldrak. We've got Light's Breach. Maybe they're here in this... because most of these camps are actually Argent Crusade. So let's head to the main camp. Maybe the fires are over here. Because I think this is the main base of operations. Oh! I think I was correct. Nice. Which means I would assume the other one is on the other side of the road. Who do we got here? Okay, that is Horde. Where is Alliance? There's Alliance. I'm really glad we don't have to honor... Well, actually, now that I think about it, if you look at our world events and go to Flamekeeper, Fires of Azeroth, Flamekeeper of Eastern Kingdoms, and Flamekeeper of Northrend, I have actually honored all the fires here. Zuldrak down. And now we've got Storm Peaks, and I have been to Storm Peaks. I would bet you money, though. See, that's going to be the theme here from Northrend. We're going to bet money. I would assume that the torches... I think the torches are on the... are at K3. That's the main goblin hideout. So, like Gadgetzan and Winterspring. I think that's the case because I don't remember any other places here a torch would be other than like the Gromarsh crash site, but there's not really a definitive Horde base in the area, nor Alliance. I've come here a lot of times to farm Ulduar for gear and other such things. Trying to get that gnome head mount. I don't even know why, because it's not really a Horde style mount, it's just the thought of having it is nifty. But most of the time I go there on multiple characters to farm for transmog stuff, because a lot of the Ulduar armor looks pretty awesome, I have to say. And there we are. Okay, Horde there. Alliance here. We are just flying through the Northrend stuff. Now, there's nothing there in Ice Crown. Crystal Song. And it's either going to be right below Dalaran or at these two bases, because there's a Horde base and an Alliance base right there. And since we are so close by, let's go ahead and find out. And then, did Wintergrasp have one? Holy crap, I didn't even think about that. That would be hilarious. Oh, nope. Borean Tundra, Sholazar, and Crystal Song. And I see there's a Flamekeeper for Horde, so Alliance is right over here. There you are. I see that tent through those white-purple crystal trees. Outstanding. See, these guys used to be to attack you because everyone was at a rather lower level. That was irritating. Well, I guess we will fly to Sholazar. And this is another area where there's, I guess maybe there'd be stuff near River's Heart. Then no idea on Borean Tundra. I would assume maybe between Warsong Hold and Alliance Keep. That's probably accurate. But I will fly to Sholazar. And
the dark times will pass.
We'll see what we find. And Sholazar Basin. Another zone that I thought was kind of underutilized and underrated. It also had some amazing music to it. I guess I kind of have a soft spot for like these nice quiet jungle zones or forest zones where you can just kind of zen out and do some leveling, do some questing. Don't have to deal with all the hustle and bustle. I guess that's probably why I like it so much. Because most of the time I do play these games to zen. See, look at that rainbow. Oh, and look at that fire festival tent. Like, the music here in Cholazar is the kind of music that I would play to go to sleep to, if I couldn't sleep. Bile Toad. There's the Alliance one. Uno Mas. And that is here at Borean Tundra. I guess I will just go ahead and fly there the old-fashioned way, guys. And I will see you guys at Valiant's Keep to see if we can find the last one here in Northrend. Okay, never mind. We are actually flying over Fizzcrank's airstrip. I was heading to Warsong Hold, and it looks like the fire is here, which I wouldn't have expected. Well, good deal. Let's go ahead and hear that achievement music. Bum bum. Stellar. We flew through Northrend. No worries there. So, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to equip our Pugilist Powerful Punching Ring and return to the Brawlgar Arena in Orgrimmar, guys, and then we'll take the portal to, the Twilight Highlands and get our last Cataclysm fire doused. And then I think we can go hit Ironforge and Stormwind, and that'll be it. Like, we will be completely done. And I think we get the achievement, What a Long Strange Trip It's Been, and a horrible looking dragon, if memory serves. It's been a long time, but I remember that I was not very impressed with that dragon at all. And there's only one main Horde base and one main Alliance base in Twilight Highlands. You kind of have to do instant stuff to unlock them. I'm hoping that's not the case here. Here's the portal. Let's see. Survey says... well, you actually have to start like a quest chain. Dragon Maw Port. And they're yellow.
Macaw.
Oh.
For the Horde.
Crap. Haven't done that on Swindle. Haven't had the need to. Well... I'm not seeing any Fire Festival tents. Here's the Alliance base right here. And we've got a few. We got Blood Gulch. Speaking of red versus blue, when we were talking about earlier. I bet you that's the case, because most of these are on predetermined roads. Most of these tents. Actually, I think all of them have been on roads, so they're easily accessible, I suppose. See, we are now neutral with Dragon Maw Clan. Well, let's head to Blood Gulch Alpha. And we have the Gullet in Twilight Highlands. Are there any other red versus blue references here at Blood Gulch? We'll have to see. Maybe there's Tucker and Church and Simmons. Oh, there we are. That's not an enemy. That's Church. We've got to check this. Griff. Oh, there's Griff. And Innkeeper Turk. I was like, I'm happy with the Griff reference, if anything. I bet you there's some more running around here. Okay. So if that is the case, where is the Alliance equivalent? Verrill River. Because they are close by. I have no idea what the Alliance bases would look like here. Maybe Firebeard's Patrol? Let's get a eagle-eyed view here. Alright, that looks like a hobbit town. That might be the spot. It would make sense. Ooh, never mind. Well, I love the fact that everything's on fire and people are running around in battle, but they still have the time to put up Fire Festival decorations. Those are some dwarves that have their priorities in order. But they are not what we're looking for. Maybe ruins over here. I see a tower. That actually might be the spot. What kind of tower are we looking at here? I'm not seeing one. Ah, there we go. That's an Alliance tower. That's all we need to know. I can has Fire Festival tent, please. Well, that's a shame. Maybe it's on the other side of the gulch. That would make sense. It's probably over here. Maybe at this area. My lack of Alliance practice is, I'm paying for it here. And hopefully I'm not, like, flying right over where we need to be. Thundermar Ruins. There you are. Next to Hobbiton, apparently. Well, let's deal with some Cataclysm. Ba-bum! Desecration of the Alliance complete. Now, we're going to have to head to Ironforge. We'll go put out the flame in Ironforge and then take a train to Stormwind. And I think we can go ahead and wrap it up, guys. So we will see you in the snowy mountains. Ah, Noble Ironforge. I actually know this zone pretty well because the only Alliance characters that I've really played with any frequency have been dwarves. Which I have a soft spot for. Oh, well, I say that and then you shoot me in the face. Rude. Let's get you back on your patrol there, soldier. Properly stealth like we should be. Give you a headache for good measure. And see where this fire is. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, we got our vanish. Well, I'm not worried. Now remember, the smoke powder can only be used in the Broken Isles and on Argus. So if I was a flame, where would I be? Definitely not near the king. And I do know that most of the fires tend to stay away from the capital cities. And we got a stealth breaker. Let's avoid you at all cost. Military Ward, Tinkertown. I think it's in the Hall of Explorers. And we are in an Alliance character-free zone. It's so weird. So weird to see. Gnome. There it is. Flame of Ironforge. Ooh, we are right smack dab in the middle of unpleasantness. Up, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Hoot! Vanish. Poof! Oh, it didn't work. Where's the train? Where's the train? Deep run tram. Deep run tram. Cloak of Shadows and Faint. And we need to stay away from the boss. Oh no, he's not here anymore, is he? He's back in Nomergon. And flee! Yeah, suck it, dwarves. And that actually removes our PvP flag. I am proud to say. And our train is here. Yoink! Cool. Now, as far as Stormwind goes, I haven't the foggiest, but we don't have to worry about it because we'll have some aerial superiority. And we'll just fly around until we find where the flame is, and we'll be in good shape. So I'll see you guys as soon as the train reaches its destination. It's always kind of eerie to me how quiet these stations are. It reminds me of an underground parking lot, which still can creep people out eventually, or you know, depending on the time of day. Just those underground echoey chambers. But we are here at Stormwind, guys. And look, they even got ticket booths, which is a nice little touch. So let's stealth. I don't think that's going to help us, though, because I think we're going to have dwarves attacking us as soon as we pop out. Am I correct in that assumption? Oh, nope, never mind. Cool. We will sap and go this way. Find a nice shady spot to mount up and get a lay of the land. So, I doubt it would be near Stormwind Keep. We'll choose that as a last resort. It might be over here where the Pondaran Trainer is, the Park District. Our district kind of thing. That's also where Deathwing's head is. Just gotta keep our eyes peeled for Fire Festival nonsense. Stormwind Lake. If you guys say anything, shout at me. I know I won't be able to hear it, but the fact that I have the moral support means a lot. Cathedral Square. The canals. Lion's Rest? What's Lion's Rest? Oh, is this, Yep, there he is. Oh, the old king. I forgot his name. Varian? Yeah. Yay, don't shoot me. I was just, you know, paying my respects. And there you are. Okay, cool. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Hey, you know what, Smee? You come and join me for this. And just because we can... What the... No, no, go away. Ah, oh, you see through stealth. Yeah, you see, this is what happens when I try and do stuff for you, Smee. Horrible, horrible things. Alright, well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna run up here. Can you guys please lay off? There we go. And put on Cloak of Shadows, Rocket Boots, all the things. Ooh, hi guys, how you doing? I guess we get to go pay respects to the king after all. Hello, your highness. Sorry you're dead. I'll eventually be killing your son here soon. And down we go. And drink. And into the water. What a piratey escape. Okay. Well, that is actually everything. So let me go ahead and head back to Dalaran, take the port to Orgrimmar, and I'll see you guys there to turn in the quests. It's okay, Smee. I forgive you. Festival Tail Spinner.
That better be good.
Enjoying the festival, rogue? While the Flamekeepers tend to the fires of the present, I am more of a historian, keeping close the festival's past. I am also, of course, documenting this year's festivities. Things are going this far, don't you think?
Stealing Darnassus's flame.
You're practically glowing, Goblin. What do you have there?
Got a night elf flame for you.
The fire arches of ancient sorrows, Swindlegear. You pulled this from the roots of Tendrasil, you say? Fascinating. Here's the reward for your skill. Return to me should you find anything else like this. I may have a use for it.
Choose your reward. Brew. Always brew. Exodars.
This fire seems new, yet you say it came from the Exodar. Fascinating. To make your way into that ship. Oh, of course, I'll pay you for this. If you find anything else like this, be sure to speak with me again.
More brew. Ironforge.
This hearty flame must be from the halls of Ironforge. It's as stalwart as the dwarves themselves. A fine catch, Swindlegear. If I had the fires of the other cities... but never mind. Here's your payment.
Bro. And finally...
And this brightly burning fire, you say it came from Stormwind? Remarkable. That must have been quite an adventure. I'll pay you for this, of course.
And more brew.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
You've proven yourself today, Swindlegear. While I have little else to give you, I do have this crown, a fitting gift for a conqueror. May it light your way.
Beware the living.
Woot! Violet Proto-Drake. What a long, strange trip it's been. Alright, let's, I guess that's in our inventory now. Let's look at this thing. And we got the cool, little crown, if we want to go that direction. So, in terms of our mounts, Proto... Yeah, Violet Proto-Drake. Look at this thing. Well, you know, the Proto-Drake, the normal Drake doesn't look good. This actually looks pretty cool. This would work well for like a mage or a shadow priest. Yeah, okay, it's not too bad. Not really my style. There we go, mount special. I do like the glowing mouth. That is a very nice touch. Alright, guys. Well, I think that will do it for Swindlegear and Smee for the immediate future. Like I said before, in July, sometime in mid-late July, they're going to start putting out the pre-Battle for Azeroth content, and I will keep my eye out on that and let you guys know. We'll have a few episodes getting ready for Battle of Azeroth, and then I guess the main event will start, and we'll start a brand new series with Swindlegear heading into pirate territory, which is definitely in his wheelhouse. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It was a nice little trip down memory lane. There you go, Smee. I was trying to put the hat on him in Stormwind, and that just led to all kinds of bad craziness. But hope you all enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. If you guys like the video, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you when the battle starts to commence. Later days, everyone.